Right. Well, we didn't expect that. Boo, 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 boo. Right, we should be back. Let me just make sure that we're back. This. Where is this other stream that we've got now? Hello again. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. We had a power cut. But literally, it was just like on off, and it was not just here. It was, I think, the whole street. And obviously, my router had to reconnect, which was a pain in the backside when when that happens. But yeah, we did not anticipate that, so apologies for that. I literally went upstairs to say good night to the wife, and suddenly I stood there and the lights went out, and I'm like, came back on. I was like, wow, what happened here? And then I was like, oh no, that means the router disconnected and everything. So we'll have had lost the connection. But yeah, we're back. Not sure what was happening there. So yeah, not had a power cut in years. At this time of the night as well, 10 o'clock in the evening. It's not like it's the time for it. It's more like a power surge almost. Because it just went out, and it wasn't just us. Because as soon as it went out, I heard a few dogs bark in the street. So it's definitely not just here. 1.17. So right, let's got to get back into what we're doing. One step. One used. Oh, let's put some music back on, right? Some background. I don't know. I think they're coming back. As I said, we had a power cut, so very bizarre. But yeah, we're back now. I was trying to reconnect to the existing stream, but it wouldn't work, so we had to set up a new stream, and yeah, thoroughly confused. Threw me completely off. Not what we like. Boom, boom, boom. Blue. So yeah, I'm not sure what we were all talking about before. I know I was just saying goodnight to the missus. But yeah, she has to work tomorrow. It's only 2 days this week for her. So that's why I'm taking the kids out to the Lego store. I'm not sure yet if there's whether to use my VIP points or whether I should just buy stuff. If there's no double VIP points in the Lego store, I will use my points. If there are double VIP points, I will not use my points. That's kind of what it's come down to. 0.14. So yeah, he was saying that car boot sales are going to be opening again. That'll be cool. I like more going around them from a curiosity perspective. I've never really bought on any of them. There. So you run out of the space in the house for investing. Yeah. Get a storage unit, that's what I did. Although I'm downsizing my storage unit because I'm getting ripped off. Well, mostly we had a storage unit to get all the stuff from the garage in there. But I've kind of taken the liberty of it. I got a big enough one, which I knew was big, but then I started putting lots of Lego in there as well. And half of it now is Lego, half of it is garage stuff. We're going to start taking half of the garage stuff back out. So I need to downsize. I'm going to properly rack it out and then have all the stuff on there on racks and get rid of a lot of cardboard boxes that I don't want to use anymore, because a lot of it is just kind of like not very organized. And that's kind of, I've been holding off from selling sets because I know it's just a nightmare to try and get them out at the moment. Light bluish grey. Check for damage or ask about them. Some in the back. Yeah, the thing is, in the Lego store, when you buy stuff, there's not much stuff that's worth. I would only buy if it's a damaged box, if it's for parting out, or if it's a set I really want for myself, right, and to build. If it's for parting out, there's not many sets that are worth it to part out. I've highlighted 3 that meet my criteria in my list of top 10 value sets. So when I buy from the Lego store, it's usually to either invest in, not really for parting out, I'd say. It's either for my own personal collection or maybe from an investment perspective, or yeah, things like that. 115. 8 of these. Yeah, this is the reason why I have this room, because as I said earlier, I had started my Bricklink store in my living room. And I gotta dig out some pictures at one point. When I have like my 1-year anniversary of my Bricklink store, which is around June, I might just do like a compilation video of how I started and where we kind of got to, right? So you'll see it started quite small, but eventually we could hardly even get around our dining table, and even I had to admit it was getting a bit ridiculous. But it's now we've got all that space back, you know. So as soon as like a box of Lego appears outside of this room, I get looks already like, what's this doing here? What's going on? So yeah, it's moved into a storage unit. I went to a storage unit earlier today because I had boxes from my last Lego haul video, not yesterday but last Saturday, and I hadn't done that yet, so I was getting dirty looks to go and do that, so I had to do it. Like a little dent on the box. Yeah, I've seen here in my local Lego store that they had some damaged boxes on. There was some Speed Champions, you know, the mini, and it was, I wouldn't say it was mine. It was quite a big dent in there, and the discount was only like £2-3. It wasn't a major thing. I was like, nah, I wouldn't buy it for that. I just want to see as well what's on the pick a brick wall, because I know my son and I, we want to build some stuff. We want to try some new ideas, but we need lots of bricks. So I really want to see what's on the pick a brick wall. Like my older son loves building, My youngest son, he loves breaking and playing with things. My wife told when we had this room converted to this garage converted to a room, the builder joked, "It's like, why didn't you build it out of Lego then?" Yeah. So this is 10 pence, yeah. I'm just here in the UK. I'm intrigued because obviously the stores have not been open since Christmas, pretty much. I want to see what they will do with the gift with promos. Like, I know in the Discovery Centre in Manchester they're doing the Harry Potter Book of Monsters, and that's going for crazy prices on the secondary market, right? So I wonder if they will have them in the Lego stores as well. They will probably still have the vintage car promo as well, Amelia Earhart, things like that. I imagine they didn't ship all that back. Maybe they will have some retired sets still in stock, who knows. That's why I want to go in there tomorrow. And it's why I took the week off, to be frankly honest. It's also my kids' Easter holiday break, but I also said, hey, that's the time to take a week off, go in there and go check it out. And I'll probably go to Blue Water on Wednesday morning. There's another Lego store there. White. Oh, just got an order. An email just popped up. Three of these. How much were they again? 10 pence. Hello, here comes the dog. Hey Stanley, you alright? Come on in and say hello. Oh yeah. You good? You don't like being on your own, do you? It's fair enough. Just point you in the back, it's not really. Yeah, dead the box. Wow, 70 miles. I guess you got a few in New York City, right? I think there's one in the, what's it called? Near Rockefeller. I think there's one there. I think there's one at what's it called? I forgot what that building is called now. Flatiron Building. I think there's one there too. I haven't been to New York for a while. I'd love to go. My company, they have an office in the Empire State Building. I'd love to go and visit my colleagues there. Good location. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2x10s. Thanks for joining us, Patrick. Nice chatting. Hopefully we'll catch you again soon. And keep busy with the building, whether it's in real life or Lego. 3006. You're alright, Stanley. Stanley's the name of our dog, by the way. He's really old. It's nearly your birthday. Just over 2 weeks to go to your birthday. You'll be 16. Goodness me, that's old. Yeah. You don't like Lego, do you? I know. Right, we haven't haven't got any of these ones, so that's easy as well. 3006, 2 reds and a white. Not orange, red. Lego City living room. Some of these average prices is just crazy. 0.17. Hi Priscilla, how are you? We are adding Lego Bricks, used Lego Bricks to our Bricklink store at the moment. This is the tedious part, but I'm keeping my eye on the chat. It's nice to chat to fellow Lego fans, and we do see some of the regular people pop up. If you've got any questions, by all means feel free to ask. White. This is why I don't really like used, right? This is taking literally forever. And, you know, I've added, I even lost count, I forgot to count them out, man. That's it. I maybe added 225 bricks in here, and this is taking me like over an hour and a bit. I could have done a few thousand new bricks in the same time, for sure. Then the margins are a lot higher on this, and it's good to add a mix of bricks to the store. Oh point! What? Jesus, the value of these new ones is crazy. What's the condition of this? It looks good. One. Used. View. Add. That's a lot of our big bricks that are in here now. So these are all going to be so. What's up, dog? You've got water, haven't you? You do? You've had a treat. You just don't like when everyone goes to bed, do you? Because you and me, we're night owls, aren't we? We like to stay up late. That's right. No. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't come to the Lego store tomorrow. No. Don't let dogs in there. Won't be gone for too long. Get you a treat when we come back. How about that? Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah. Our dog does not like to be on his own these days, and fortunately when the lockdown restrictions are starting to lift and the offices are reopening, I will still be working from home most of the time. I'll be going in once or twice a week. So yeah, you won't be on your own a lot, won't you? Alright, and mummy, oh, I will be home. So we're going to move on to 2x3s. So out the colours, blue here. Too many different colors. I kind of sort them in, I know which order I will add them, and they're listed basically on alphabetical color. So black, blue, dark bluish grey, light bluish grey, orange, red, white, yellow. Oh, no, we're not having this. I am not having that in my store. Reject. That did not pass quality control. And this has got some Tipex on it. Reject. Yeah, we don't want to sell crap. Excuse my French. I wouldn't be happy receiving bricks like that, so I definitely don't want to sell bricks like that. Add more parts to my inventory. That's right. Let's do parts. Boop, boop, boop. Still can't believe I had a power cut earlier. It's unheard of. It's like been so long. How to submit some custom sets on Lego IDs. I think you just got to create a profile, and then I think it's quite straightforward. I think once you got a profile, I think you submit an ID. You kind of got to create this whole profile around it. I've done it a long time. Yes, I live in the UK, so we're based in the southeast in the UK, not far from Brighton. That's where we're located. 3002. Have I got this? How about you, Priscilla? Are you based in the UK, or whereabouts are you located? I know most people here are from the UK, but we had Patrick earlier who lives in New York, and we've got Shoko who lives in the Philippines. Okay, so we do have a few of these colors already. The orange one. Okay, I'm going to have to get the orange ones out in a minute. But let's start with this black. So you've been having this Bricklink store since June last year, although I've played with Lego since the 80s. Kind of rediscovered like Lego when modular buildings started. I love the modular buildings, and I just every year when some things came out, I had like the modular buildings for maybe plus 6-7 years. Kind of rediscovered Lego as a grown-up, as an adult. Now that I've got children, putting my oldest son loves it. It's hard to get Lego IDs to get stuff. If something's already pretty much exists before Choco, it'd be hard to get it justified, or even if you get the 10,000. I did it once, a long time ago, a submission. It wasn't the greatest thing, to be honest, but I think I got like 300-400 supporters. Some people are asking the average. Okay, there's some jokers on Bricklink, right? Some guy is selling these ones to use. This is because the average price of this brick is just ridiculous for use in the UK. Some guy is trying to sell 12 of these bricks, and hold on, £125 per brick. 2x3 standard black brick. And clearly someone's made a mistake when they uploaded that. But that has skewed the average price way up. I don't think he's going to be selling those. I hate to break it to him. Oh, America, whereabouts in the USA? We've got a fair few people from the USA. And we're gonna got a fair few friends in America. Blue. Blue, blue, blue. Blue. It's not applicable. I want blue. Here we go. Why is So slow. 4p. $5.19. I love your dedication of staying up this late or this early. Do you sleep during the daytime then, Shoko? To be honest, I used to be like that. Mostly in my university days. I used to go out party till 2 in the morning, then stay up till about 6, and then sleep most of the day. Yeah, those days are long gone. Unless I go on a holiday with my friends. Which at the moment definitely doesn't happen. Because nobody's going anywhere. California. Oh yeah, I love California. I was talking about... oh, nice, Daniel. I thought Lego discounts in here in the UK, employees only get 30% discount. California. Talking earlier with our US friend Patrick, he's talking about Long Island iced tea, and that reminded me of California because that's where I proposed to my wife. California, Newport Beach. Love it there. Absolutely fantastic. Southern California, beautiful place. I haven't taken my kids there yet, but I'd love to go back. I was fortunate enough to go twice with work to California as well. My previous employment. Ah, in the Czech Republic. Oh yeah, I guess you must be working at they've got a big distribution center where they put all the Lego together, I believe. It's where big of the storage facilities in the Czech Republic, right? So you must know all the good stuff that's coming up. That's all confidential before it comes up, right? So I work with some suppliers currently as well who work with Lego, and they said Lego is very secretive. They have to sign all sorts of non-disclosure agreements, so they can't say what's coming up. They're very protective, and I guess it's kind of stems from all the issues they had with Lepin, with all their designs leaking out. And Lepin have it within like 2 weeks afterwards, although they're all gone now. %50 is a good discount. But I guess if you're an employee from Lego, you're probably not allowed to buy it and then resell it, right? Because I have seen some UK jobs with Lego recently in procurement. I work in procurement. I'm like, oh, it'd be great to work for Lego, but I'm like, hold on, I know if I work for Lego, they'll probably make sure that you have no conflict of interest, and they will probably make sure that you can't have any of this sort of stuff. So I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. Because I work for a company that sells beauty products and fragrances, and we have a staff shop as well, discounted, but we're not allowed to buy stuff there to then sell it on. So that's in our employment contracts. I would imagine that it's a similar thing with Lego, that you will probably have to buy the stuff for personal use only. Yeah, factory for the whole of Europe, yeah. I've seen a documentary of it. Looks great. I think you will have lots of people who envy your positions. In previous employment, I worked with lots of injection molding factories before. So I even went to Denmark to visit some injection molding companies, and they are very good at what they do. Not Lego related, but generally injection molding, which is the same principle. But yeah, the Lego scale is on another planet, right? Forgot forgot to check what the pricing is for this. So Daniel, you might be able to help me. I had a video where I talked about the production codes, right? The manufacturing codes. I'm just getting a set here in the background. You know, you obviously got the week number, then you got the letter O, and then the year 0. Which one's the Czech Republic? Is it S? Is it O? Because I know that the letter here stems for wherever it's being produced. And here in the UK, we've got lots of O's, but I've seen some S's too. So be intrigued to know which one it is, Czech Republic. Because I think that's how the manufacturing codes work, that the letter determines the site where it comes from. Right, we've got some of these already, so got one. Get them out. Over here. That one we're gonna go to 3. S is Czech. Yeah, I thought it was S. So how does it work? Does all the injection molding get done in Denmark and then shipped to Czech Republic, and then when they make some sets to be put together, they put all the sets together in the Czech Republic? Is that how it works? And then they get shipped out? I think all the injection molding is done in Denmark, I believe, and then Czech Republic is the final assembly. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's my understanding of it. I'm always in, because I work in procurement, I'm always interested in supply chains and things. I'm always interested in the cost of supply chain because I'm always looking to save money. Well, at least from my employers. Yeah. I just find it amazing how things must be automated. It must be fascinating. Okay, like we got this set now. These are the kind of pieces that go in there, and then it just creates the bags. I'm always fascinated to find out like how they know what goes in the bags, and it's all computerized, right? So it's pretty amazing how they can do it. But yeah, although I'm based in the UK, I'm not originally from the UK. Although I've been living more years of my life in this country than elsewhere. And my wife and kids are British. But I'm originally from Belgium, in case you're wondering. But I left Belgium when I was 14. My parents decided to move to Spain. And that's where I learned English, because I went to an English school there. And then eventually I came to the UK. To university, and I kind of stuck around, and I'm still here. Five white ones. Interestingly, I think it was yesterday or the day before I had my first order from Belgium. I do like the Czech Republic, by the way. I was there last time I was there was in October 2019, just before the pandemic. I went to a music event in Prague at the O2 Arena. production lines. Okay, what's this? White ones. What's the price I've booked? It's 5, yeah. Used. Yeah, hopefully one day we'll get back to normal. We'll be able to travel again. I do miss that. So that's all the kind of bricks are in there. I do think when I get orders, it'll be quite easy to pick these out to find them. I guess you must have lots of friends who are asking you for buying Lego if you get that sort of discount. Although you must probably have a limit as well as to how much you can buy, right? We'll be surprised if you didn't. Let's sort these out. What are these? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Don't like the quality of that one. That one looks good. Bricks. Jesus. Well, yeah, if it has to supply the whole of Europe, it's got to be quite a significant size operation. It's interesting, some questions I've seen on some forums where people questioned about, you know, what does Lego determine for a set to retire? And I don't know this for sure, maybe you know, but having worked with injection molding, my understanding that probably a lot of it is driven by some of the unique parts when the tooling kind of like gets defective or needs for replacement, and Lego probably makes a decision on whether or not to renew a tool, because tools are quite expensive. I imagine that the Lego tools are ultra expensive because it's not like you're doing 100,000 or 200,000 shots out of a tool, you're doing millions out of them, so there'll be high quality, high end, expensive stuff. And needs lots of maintaining, so that's kind of like my understanding of what probably determines how they retire stuff as well, as the longevity of a tool when they've run out of some of the unique parts, combined to obviously some life cycles. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I think it is. You don't have a limit. Yeah, I might do another clue, because you're asking so nicely. I've got another clue ready for my April one. I think this is clue number 6. I'm going to do 10 clues in total, right? So this set has 1 minifigure. So that's part of our April giveaway. We do, it's the first time we're doing it differently. So it's, the giveaway fits in this box, a Lego box. And we've kind of given clues throughout our videos to what it is, so make sure that if you do know what it is, to put it in the comment section of the original April giveaway video, because that's what we're going to use to determine the winner. Oh, forgot to check the price of this one. What code number is this? 6112. Even forgot to check if I already have this in inventory. 6112. O Denmark. Yeah, I got quite a lot of O's. 6.12. Yes, proper. Used. Yeah, Mexico is all the stuff for North America. So I guess you're gonna. What if no one guessed the Lego set? I'm sure people will guess it. Because by the time I've given all 10 clues, which as I said should be by this time next week, if you put them all together, it will make it, well, you won't even need to put them all together. Some of it will be clear clues of what it is. So we want to make sure that people can guess it right, because we do want to give it away. Hello. Thanks. HJ, I guess. I'm not even sure what it is. Wait, I don't know, my first video, what that is about, so. No worries. You know, just leave it in the session. And one thing I do think you'll see, you know, this was clue number 6. I've had, you know, four more are coming by the end of this week, I would say, coming. But yeah, people will guess it for sure, and I wouldn't be surprised. And people who haven't guessed it will probably look what other people have put in the comment section eventually. So who knows, right? But yeah, we'll see. Best of luck to everybody anyway. We just thought we wanted to try something different, a bit more interactive, and we hope people will like it. So let's have a look what this is now that we're adding. What if like multiple people guess the same set number? It's, yeah, multiple people will guess it, and then what it does is it's gonna pick out from the comments a winner, whoever guessed the right number. So that's how it works. So it's not just based on who picks it first or whatever, because there's gonna be people who pick the same number, right? So whoever then's got the right number in there, we use a random tool that kind of goes through the comments and just, you know, we can filter what it has to search for. It has to search for the set number, and then it'll just find all the comments that have that set number, and it picks a winner from that, and that's how it works. $500 kilograms waste per day, but it's not waste, right? Because I guess it goes back, gets grinded into a new thing to kind of make new bricks. I guess there's a recycling process over there. I guess I'd like to think so. And you must also have, I guess not in Czech Republic, but in Denmark, you must have the bricks that kind of like, because the way an induction machine runs, it goes, although with Lego they probably have just machines per color, right? But if they have a changeover of color, you know, to change colors, they have to run some things through to clear it out, to flush out the previous color. And sometimes you might have some bricks with like multiple colors, but I would imagine that A, Lego either has lines now per color, or B, that you know, they're pretty good at just clearing those things out. But half a ton of waste a day. If they don't recycle, it sounds like it's an excellent way for you know, trying to buy that stuff for a Bricklink store, although not sure who can house that sort of stuff. 500 kilograms of waste a day. Jeez. I'm intrigued to know how they will do the Bricklink designer program. If that's going to be a Lego thing or a Bricklink thing. Because obviously it's run through Bricklink, but how they will promote that once it gets decided what goes through. 6111. Mighty Hawk. I'm not giving any more clues for that now, so you'll have to wait and see. So we kind of tend to rotate some of the themes with our giveaways. We've given some. What have we given away so far? We've given away Ninjago, Lego City. We have given away Star Wars. Kind of forgetting what else we have. Have we done any Harry Potter? I can't remember if we did Harry Potter. I don't know. We'll have to look. Molding machine is not for color. They have to clean it. Okay. Yeah, more colors. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it would be. And the way they'll have to do it, they'll have to do it in runs of colors that kind of clear out, get from light to darker. Just to clear it out, because it clears out the lighter color easier, so they finish with the dark when they do like a weekly cycle, or however, whatever cycle it is for the colors. I used to work with a lot of injection molding companies before, so I used to work for a tissue company, and quite a big one. One thing they did before was that they had lots of, obviously the dispensers on the wall, they're all made of plastic, injection molding stuff, ABS plastic and HIPS. So I had to deal with lots of suppliers for injection molding. Got 2 of these. I'm talking more than I'm adding stuff at the moment, but it's interesting. The set theme. I'm not going to reveal the set theme, but I think clues 8, 9 and 10 will be, you know, if you put those 3 together, it'll be very clear what it is. So we have already given clue 6, right? Right, this is 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 different colors. So this is clue 6, I'll repeat it. It's got 1 minifigure. That's it, it's got 1 minifigure. So that was clue 6 today. 2, 4, 6, 8. 3008. Yeah, the mold tool they call tooling, $5,000. That's quite cheap. That must be quite a small one, because I remember when I was working with injection molding toolings for, obviously they were quite bigger, the big metal units. We were talking $100,000 for a tool, so we're not talking, you know, thing. That's why I said that's probably what determines the lifespan of a tool. But yeah, if they're quite small, I guess I would have envisaged if it's like a brick like this, they would probably have a tool that has multiple of the same in one, and then they just inject it and then have like 10, 20 coming out of one tool, and it just all drops off. That's, at least that's what I thought would have been. But then they're bigger tools, the more costly they are, you got to maintain them. Makes me go back to my days of working with injection molding. But clue 1 is in the original video, so I would recommend you look at that one. But I don't think it's fair to everybody who has been watching the videos if I reveal all the other clues in here right now. But yeah, clue 9 and 10 will definitely help you out, and as I said, all the clues will be coming out this week, the rest of the clues, so anything after the end of this week, next Sunday, you know, everything should be out, so any video after that will not include any clues. So that should help you out as well. So but I think with clues 8, 9 and 10 you probably be able to figure it all out. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm seriously distracted. It's 11:15. I'm gonna not stay up too late tonight because, as I said, tomorrow I'm going to the Lego store. First time this year in 2021. Feels like it's a magical event happening here in the UK. Stores reopening. It's especially why I've taken the week off. Going to check out the Lego store. 16th 2x4 bricks, yeah. But yeah, I guess all the injection molding is done in Denmark. Is that the case for everywhere in the world? Or do they have injection in like Mexico and China? I would imagine they have it in China. Although they'll be very protective about their tools and their IP. Or do they just ship the bricks everywhere to like those centers and then distribute them? Or do they have injection molding outside Denmark as well? 2, 4, 6, 8. I can give you clue 2. Because clue 2 doesn't really give you much, to be honest. Clue 2 was more to help people with what the guesses were already. And the clue 2 was that it was not a Speed Champion set. That was clue number 2. But that's all I'm giving away now, so don't ask for any more clues. Boop, boop, boop. 0.1. Oh yeah, I've given away Speed Champions as well. I forgot to mention that. Speed Champions was something that we did give away. I think that was one of our first ones, McLaren Senna, which is now due to retire. Well, that's not new, it's used. Yeah, so yeah, I think they all do the injection molding just in Denmark, control it there, and then ship it, and have centers like you work it in Czech Republic to put it all together. Reddish brown. At least the good thing about Lego now is that they, at least for the UK market, is that they seem to sort out everything Brexit related. Because in the beginning of the year was a bit of an issue with everything coming from Belgium. Took forever. Took like 3-4 weeks in the beginning in January because of Brexit paperwork. But now when you place an order on Lego, it comes within like a week. It's pretty quick. Lego Pick a Brick system online sucks. Every single yeah, McLaren Senna is nice. All the Speed Champion sets are nice, to be honest. How long have I been collecting Lego? So I've been playing with Lego since I was a child, right? But as I was saying earlier, I found my love for Lego when the modular buildings came out. My first modular building that I bought was the Fire Brigade, and I didn't buy much Lego then, but now since I've got children, they're 6 and 8, soon to be 9. You know, my oldest son loves Lego, so it gives me an excuse to buy Lego. I started this Bricklink store last year in June, so since then it's given me the best excuse to go buy Lego, and I bought lots of Lego. Tell you that. Wrong pieces ever. I've never had any issues with the stuff coming from Poland. So the bricks and pieces, I'm not sure where you're based, HJ, but here in the UK, bricks and pieces, they come from Poland, and I've never had any issues, to be honest, and it comes pretty quick. If you order Lego, have it the next day. Well, yeah, you are in the factory. Must say, my kids absolutely love me having a Bricklink store, because if they're missing a piece, like, Dad, do you have that brick? And I look, and usually chances are that I tend to have it, so I love that. What's the average price for them? 20 pence, that's a lot. Four weeks. Where are you based in, HJ? Which part of the world? It used to take me forever to get stuff as well. US. I don't know where the US comes from. Will it also come from Poland? Oh. It's DHL delivers it to us here in the UK. It comes from Poland for us. It takes about a week. Now, before even Brexit took longer, but now after they clear like the backlog, everything seems to be like super duper fast. I've not had any issues. The one thing I have noticed now though is that they've put in a minimum thing of £12 here that you have to spend in the UK. They didn't have that until a few weeks ago. Doesn't bother me because I always buy a lot more if I do. But I think that's kind of like when people try to order like one brick or 2 bricks just to then add it if there's like a gift for purchase, let's say for like £100, and they want to buy a set that's $99.99. People go buy like 1 brick extra, but that comes from a different supply chain out of Poland, whereas the other one here in Europe comes from, you buy a set, it mostly comes from Belgium. Then it gets shipped from 2 different places, so I think that's why they put like the minimum spend on now. So it makes the people, because I'm pretty sure that they've subcontracted it to a provider to do all the picking of everything there in Poland. They probably get charged per order to do it. Order and size of the order. How many locations they have to pick? 0.08. And it's usually done by weight. I think they do it by weight, because whenever I get order something, I get more of than what I ordered. There's always like 2 or 3 extra bricks. What am I doing? I am still not concentrating. I'm gonna get ordered and I'm gonna be like, what's this? I don't even have this. Oh, maybe I should put it in the bag. US. Denmark. No, I don't think... Denmark? I don't think they do it in Denmark. Denmark is where they manufacture the bricks, but I don't think they will pick them there for you. I think it will, if it comes from Europe for you, I would imagine it's also going to be from Poland. Because let me tell you, labor costs in Denmark are expensive. And this is basically just picking stuff, right? So if they're doing for the UK out of Poland, and it's coming from Europe, I'm pretty sure it's also going to come from Poland for the US then. And that's probably why it takes a significant amount of time. Although they should air freight us, right? So at least that's my guess. I'd be very surprised if it's Denmark for that. We'll do next. 1x6s. And whereabouts in the US are you based? if you live near a big city with an international cargo hub, you probably get it quicker than others. But you live far away and it has to have lots of different points. Right. 1x6. Right, let's do the colours in the order that I'm going to be putting them in. Lime, light bluish grey. That's the order. Illinois, so Chicago. I should have a good connection, logistics wise, right? Well, thanks for joining us, AJ. One box is 100,000 of those 4073s. Yeah, sad when you know the Bricklink number, right? 4073, the round plates. I know which ones you are. 100,000 in one box. Jesus. Can't even imagine it. I guess you just scrape them up. Key is not to drop it. Thanks AJ, thanks for the support. And thanks for joining us in the chat as well. It's always nice to have people join us on the chat and talk to us. Makes us doing this as well more enjoyable, right? When we get interact. Because to be frank and honest, these used bricks and adding this is the worst part of the Bricklink store. To me, this is the worst bit. New, I don't mind, but used, it just takes forever and ever. And that's why I like to do this as a live stream. It gives me kind of an added distraction as well. It slows me down, yes, but it's nice to interact with people. I haven't got this used, nope. Blue. I think I'm just going to do the bricks for today. Might have to have another bag for smaller stuff. I might do that for smaller ones. Let's have a look. What's this? Oh, 5. This is gonna be bricks 1. We have 5 of these. No, we have 3 of these. Sorry. 5. Alrighty, here we go. This bag is filling up pretty well. But I do think when we get an order, this will be very easy to pick from. We'll use the same principle when it comes to the plates. But the plates, I'm going to have a bag for large plates and then one for small plates, because I don't think I want to be doing, like our friend Daniel said, small 1x1 plates. I don't want to have them mixed with big ones because it'll take forever to find it. So I'll probably have 1x1s and 1x2s, and then, you know, everything, maybe 1x3 and 1x4s as well, but everything bigger will go into another bag with big plates. Would be like 4x6, 4x8, whatever it all is. Have we got this? Let me just have a look at have I got any used of these in any color? I don't, which is good. Which makes it a lot easier from an adding perspective. I saw them, yeah, is there 6 to collect? They look good. I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter by any means, but I know that those will be they're going to be very much in demand, right? Similar to the Ninjago 10-year stuff. 20. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, I never really appreciate much minifigures until I started doing this to see how much they are worth. It kind of like surprised me. Like, I'm all about building the Lego, like the buildings and stuff. Not so much about the minifigures, but there's clearly a lot of people who collect minifigures and pay obscene amounts for them. The one set I do look forward to building at some point, which is the Lego City Lego Ninjago's, what's it called? Lego Ninjago City Gardens. That's the ones. I've got 3 of them. Yes, crazy, right? It works out from parting out, but I don't think I want to part out 5,500 pieces. At least not at this moment in time. Might come to it. But I do like that set. I wish I had the other ones, because I'm definitely keeping one for myself. That's for sure. But I wish I had the Ninjago City and also the docks, because they all look cool. Now, the one set that I do wish I had, and I mentioned this in previous videos, and it's nothing to do with their value, not at all, but it's a set that me and my son were looking out for last year. We were getting excited. We saw it was going to come out and we wanted to buy it. Then Lego pulled it. It was the Osprey, and now clearly the Osprey is like magic dust, right? It's like so expensive because they released it in the UK in a few places, but Lego recalled it. And me and my son, we love airplanes, aviation, and it was definitely on our list to buy when we saw that was going to come out, and then to find out that it's not coming out, and then we saw it going up crazy amounts. It's like, no, that's definitely I'd definitely build it. That's the one set I wish that Lego would fix and not care about it being linked to the military, because some Germans complain about it. At least that's the story. Still awake. Daily Bulge. 76178. So yeah, the best set right now is the Spring Lantern Festival. If you buy it from official Lego. Daily Bulge. What's this? It's a Marvel thing. Just make sure I've got the volume. Daily Bugle, you mean? There'll be lots of bricks, common bricks by the looks of it. It'd be nice. But it won't be cheap. Still awake. It must be like 6 AM for you. Love it how you keep going. You definitely live on a different time zone than most of your compatriots, I think. How are the Philippines in terms of restrictions at the moment? Do you guys have lockdowns and COVID restrictions, or is it pretty much life as normal in the Philippines? here in the UK, things are hopefully getting back to normal. Yeah, it's not released yet, but I've seen some news that it's coming in May. But yeah, the Spring Lantern Festival, I do think that's the one that's, I think Lego underpriced that. 1,767 pieces or something like that. 11, is it 11 minifigures? Could be 7, I'm not even sure. And it's like £89. It's, yeah, part that value is like £300. It's crazy. It's coming down, but still. That one is, I think Lego underpriced that one. Which you will not often hear me say. When Lego underpriced something, it's usually the other way around. I've read lots of things now about the next modular building to retire is actually the corner garage and not the assembly square, which I was surprised about because the corner garage has not been around for that long. It's like 2-3 years, or 2 years maybe, whereas assembly square has been around for a while. I got both, although I've got assembly square, I've got a spare one which I bought recently. I do not have any spare corner garages. They are quite difficult to get hold of. Although I do have one built. 0.123. 1.12. Well, in some parts of Luzon. Okay, there's lockdown. Yeah, here in the UK, things are gradually coming back to normal. As I said, tomorrow we've got to the next phase where you can go to a pub and drink outside when it's raining. Yeah. But I think it's going to be in the news, right? Because it's now 11:07 at night. There will be, I'm guarantee it, tomorrow in the news there will be some people who go to the pub on the stroke of midnight, for sure. You know, dedicated to having their pint as the first. There will be pubs open at midnight for sure, and people having a drink outside in the middle of darkness when it's probably raining and freezing. Things people do for their beer. It's dedication. I won't be one of them. Oh wow, so only, it's like age restricted. Yeah, so in the UK now, we're doing pretty well from a vaccine perspective. Or so we're led to believe. You can believe what we say, right? You can say anything. The numbers are coming down. But yeah, we're coming into a summer period as well, which kind of will help with the numbers. But yeah, I think we're being optimistic now. Things, you can always go out your house, that's not an issue. But you know, you have to wear face masks and everything. Stores, you can only go in one person, or unless you have it with a child. Yeah, as of tomorrow, the shops are reopening, which would be nice. And then in May, I think May the 17th is the next one where, you know, restaurants and things are allowed to open and we're allowed to mingle indoors as well, which would be good. And then June 21st is, I think, when everything should get back to normal. Although, who knows what they'll change by then. Yeah, they are a big deal. I hardly ever go to the pub. If I do, it's with colleagues after work. But yeah, there's people who practically live in the pub. The one set I'm looking forward to, if Daniel's still online, that's coming out, is the Home Alone set. I guess that's going to come out October, run up to Christmas. That's the one set, again, which is going to be an expensive set, right? If it's as per the Lego IDs. That's the one I would like to get. I think that'll be cool. Boop, boop. I saw some pubs nearby here. They're putting up some outside space and like covers and stuff in case it rains, so people can still be outside. I'm like, if it's cold, you ain't gonna see me in a pub outside. $5. How much are these again? 8 pence. Used. This is literally taking forever. I don't even think I'm going to do all of it today. I don't even start with the plates. Yeah, the plates will be another day. And we got to yellow. And it's all yellow. How much is yellow? That can't be right. Some fool is pricing it crazy again. Yep, that's what it is. That's amazing. Righty, these yellow ones. Still can't believe we had a power cut earlier. I'm still surprised by that. Might add these ones in there as well, and the rest might go into a bricks 2 bag. Hmm. 2 by 2 by 3. By 2 by 3, isn't it? Oh, I missed it. Go back. So if anyone joins, has got any questions, by all means leave them in the chats. We are parting, well, not parting out, we're adding stuff from a bulk lot. Been interesting chat so far tonight, I must say. Enjoyed it a lot. It's nice to have people who've been regulars as well, but also some people we've not seen before join us. And, I like the interaction. Right. It's nice to know we got an international crowd as well. So people from the Czech Republic, Philippines, USA. One, yeah. So that's what we've done today so far. Added all these to our Bricklink store. So we've added lots of bricks. 3. So these are all 2x2s, 2x3s, 2x4s, and then anything 1x6 and larger. There's also 2x10s, 2x8, 2x6. I think this is going to be my brick bag number 1. And then I've got other elements here. The brick room. Hey Fred, first time watching. You cataloging used pieces too? Oh. So you know the pain that I'm going through, right? Because this is not the most fun. But yeah, thanks for joining us and welcome to the first time. So yeah, what we do on this channel is mostly, you know, it's Lego obviously, but we talk about Bricklink, Lego investing. Also, every Friday we have videos on Lego deals. If you're based here in the UK, you might want to check those out because, you know, we keep an eye on the market for prices that are available. On a monthly basis, we're now also starting to highlight what are good value deals in terms of a parting out perspective based on Lego pricing, because we do track that every month as well. Yeah, it's generally Lego. I do lots of live streams nowadays as well, just as this is a hobby for me. But yeah, it's nice to chat to most people here who are following us. So it's, as I said earlier, you might not have been here, it's like I got to do this anyway, just clearing this whole stuff. Might as well be online and talk to fellow Lego fans. So yeah, if people got any questions or anything, by all means join, it's nice. So where are you joining us from, Brick Room? So I might start a second bag because I've done all the big things. So I now got 1x2s, so 1x2 hollows, 1x1s, 1x3, 1x4, some 1x1x5 I think, 2x1x3, and some of the corner ones. Those are the ones I still have to add. And as these are smaller pieces, I'm going to put them in a different bag rather than combining them with these ones. USA, whereabouts in the USA? East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. We had someone earlier from New York, and we had someone from Illinois, and then we had someone from California. So it's nice to see we have lots of people from the US as well on here. So I'm originally from Belgium, but I live in the UK, so I'm based in the UK. Already been, came to the UK in 2000, so 21 years I've been here. Let's get another one. So we're using these for used bricks. We use these freezer bags. We have a Lego store with predominantly new bricks actually. So there's about 139,000 bricks in our store. Only 2,000 of those are used. The rest is all new. But I've had this laundry bag with Lego, used Lego, in my wardrobe for quite a while. Been dreading to do it. I thought, well, we got to get started. And historically, I logged everything by color. And I'm like, this is not the way forward. So I'm doing things by part type now. So I'm doing bricks. Then I've also, yesterday I already went through it. I've got 2 cups full of plates. And then I'm gonna see how that goes. Then I got lots of modified plates, tiles, God knows what else. You know, panels, lots of different other stuff to sort out, but that's for another day. Texas, oh. One of my best friends is moving to Dallas. He used to work for American Airlines. Texas. My sons, they love watching YouTube videos, and most of the people they watch are from Texas, and I guess that's for tax reasons, right? But they absolutely love it. And my youngest son, who is 6, easily influenced obviously, he is, I think he's becoming American. His language has become an American. And here in the UK we say pavement. He starts talking about the sidewalk. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, you know, he's like, oh, remember when we went to the movie theater? And I'm like, you mean the cinema? So he's completely turning almost Texan, I would say, because it's all people from Texas that he watches. Which is going? This is bricks one. This is going bricks two. Cool. Right. Which one should we start with? Let's start an easy one. One. I've not been to Texas. Well, technically I've not been to Texas. I've flown through Dallas airport. But I've not been outside of that to Texas. I'm sure I will one day. I like the US. This is slightly taller than a normal one. It's this one, 22886. At least in Texas it must be nice and warm this time of the year. Although I did see a few months ago you guys had snow down there, which is kind of unheard of. White. Okay, we'll add this. One. 0.15 used. So you're dealing with what sort of stuff do you deal with then when you with Lego? Your used pieces as well. You got a Bricklink store, brick room. I started with Bricklink store mainly, but now I've also started doing looking in sets and kind of like investing for the long term. But this still is the main part for now. But I've got lots of Lego sets in storage to sort out at one point. Let's do this one's easy. These are 1x1x5, I think they are. Solid stud. Yeah, they're all solid stud. Got a dark bluish grey. So yeah, if anyone joining's got any questions, by all means leave them in the chat. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. Why does it keep changing the currency? It's a pain. I think this cataloging used bricks is just, I do not like it. I much prefer new ones. Brick owl. Little under 2 years, okay. And I started in June last year and kind of quickly grown this. So there's 140,000 bricks in this room. So I started in my living room, which drove my wife insane. But now we did a garage conversion. I actually kind of did like a log playlist on here. It's a playlist on my channel as well. You can see how we converted a garage into this kind of room. It's not the biggest room, but we do have 140,000 bricks in here, which is good. Oh no, don't want to put 70 pence. It's interesting that you're going for Brick Owl rather than Bricklink first. I start with Bricklink first and then Brick Owl. Especially the fact that you're in the US, because Brick Owl is very much How many lots do I have? I think it's around, last time I checked, 5,200. Although I'm clearly adding more. Yeah, but 5,200 lots, more or less. But I've got something like, I've got a storage unit, external one, with about 340, 350 sets. Some of them will be to part out, but the majority is to resell in the future when they retire. And I've only just started doing that recently, so I'm kind of going all in. I won't say all in, but yeah. But this is for me, this is a hobby. This is not my full-time job. I do love Lego, but I don't really have the space here to build lots of it, so I'm buying Lego with a view of one day we will move house, and then I definitely will have the sets ready to build, because I do want to build a Lego city at one point, because I used to have it as a child when I grew up in Belgium, and then we moved to Spain. I had one there as well. Then I came to the UK and that was kind of gone. So I was saying earlier, if you might not have seen, like all my new pieces, which predominantly are in the store, the new lots, they are all stored in individual kind of like compartments. Either I use these trays, there's 18 sections in there, so 18 different pieces go in there, and then I have behind, you can't see it in the camera, I'm not going to turn around the whole laptop, but there's like, you know, the stacker drawers that you have, you've seen them as well probably in other videos. Those are the ones that also have then all the new parts in it now. All the used parts, which I only have 2,000 bricks, they go into that storage drawer here at the end that you might see there. And that's what kind of I'm doing now. I'm putting them in bags like this, all put together, but I used to do it by color. I'm doing it by type now. And you know, when I have bricks 1, bricks 2, and then they will just go into those drawers. And when I get an order it, I just know which one to store it from. It'll be a lot easier. So that's kind of how I'm going to manage it going forward. Now whatever that's existing stays in there. Now if I have parts here that I'm adding that are in there as well, obviously I want to take those out and put them in with these ones now, so I don't have to try and find them in 2 locations, because that would be just daft. Right, and these are these corner ones. See, I found that it's more about lot count rather than having piece count. Obviously piece count helps as well with larger orders, but lot count, you know, the more different lots you have, the more likely you're going to get orders, because people like to buy from one place rather than multiple places, which is fair enough. Which is this corner brick, 2357. The Acro Mills, yeah, they're quite popular in the US. I saw they don't have them here in Europe. They're different brands and stuff we have here. But yeah, these trays are really good, because I literally have a unit here. Just got shelving unit. It's got 3 shelves. It's just over 5 foot long this way. And I've got 64 of these ones in here. I think it's like 42 and 42. So on this thing alone here, I fit over, I think it's around 2,300 lots just on this shelf, which helps. So there's a lot of lots on here on this shelf alone. So that doesn't take too much. And I could actually load it higher, but then it's a pain when you get an order. So I think 8 is about the optimal here. I could add more stack of drawers there, but nah, gotta make it look a bit presentable as well. My wife wouldn't want me to drill more holes in the wall. So and how many bricks do you have then if you've got 2,000 lots? Thomas. New sets are a lot easier, I tell you, Thomas. It's a lot easier. Yeah, I'm quite slow now because I'm doing the chat. Obviously, I'm doing this live, and you know, I am not doing this at speed. And I keep an eye on the chat, and yeah, this takes a lot of time. But I tell you, the markup on this is a lot higher than you would get from the new sets, right? So just to give you some perspective, I'm just guesstimating now what this would be, but I bought this bulk lot, which was around, I think it was about 10 kilos, but not all of it was Lego, so I had to sift through that, so that took a long time. Then you obviously have to wash it, and then you have to add it all, and I'm still going through all the adding, but that cost me about 56 pounds, this whole bulk lot. When you add all these parts, and there were minifigures as well, you put it in, it will definitely, the value of all those parts on Bricklink at average prices, so it's not even inflating prices, average use prices, will easily be a few £100. So the markup is considerably higher than new, but it takes considerably longer as well. So this is why I have been putting this off. This laundry bag here has been in my wardrobe since August, September last year, and I felt like, well, maybe I should get to it. And I'm only focusing on the bricks and the plates at the moment, so I'm not even focused on any modified stuff or anything like this. That's just too complicated. This is why I'm just doing bricks for now, and then I'm going to do some plates, and then maybe I'll have a look at some minifigures, and then it's probably going to go back into the wardrobe for another 3-4 months till I decide maybe I'll have another stab at it and do it. But it's definitely worth, it's definitely worth doing it. From a starting perspective, I would say start that way. Because the thing with new is people will buy it, but it's a lot harder to find the ratio that you need, right? That's the issue. Whereas with used, if you buy a good bulk lot, you set yourself up. But yeah, the effort is a lot higher that needed than with new. We all got to start somewhere, right? 15,000, yeah, it goes up. I've kind of been tracking how my things were. Maybe once I've done a year, I'll kind of do like an evolution and show how. So around June, I'll probably do like a video of like 1 year and counting of having a Bricklink store and how it worked. So that's probably going to come around end of June. It's kind of like in the back of my mind of what sort of content I create, and that's definitely one of the things that I'll probably do. 0.07. Cheers, Chocos. Thanks for your support as always. Sleep well, even though it's like, I don't know, 6-7 in the morning there. I'm sure we'll see you again at some point this week. I'm not sure when I have my next live stream planned, but as you know, I've got the whole week off work, so I'll definitely be on again at some point. If it's not live, there'll be another video for sure. I've got some ideas of stuff that I need to add, and tomorrow I'm going to the Lego store. I decided I will probably take my camera, although I'm not even sure if I'm going to film in there, because I do feel a bit like a fool filming in the Lego store, but we'll see. Depends how much my kids play up as well. It's very time consuming. Yeah, easy money. If it sells right, so that's good. Sleep well. So Brickroom, how are the shipping costs in the USA? I often see people complain lots about shipping costs, and I've had orders from the UK to the US, and I think the UK have got very competitive shipping costs. It's all depending on the weight, right? So like 100 grams, up to 100 grams, I can ship to anywhere in the US, whether it's East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, and it costs me like £3 and a bit, so that's maybe like $4.25 to ship from the UK. A small, not too heavy package. So yeah, I think the UK we're very fortunate here to have quite competitive shipping rates, whereas I think domestically in the US it can be quite expensive. So we've had some orders sometimes from the US. I think the most random order I've had was from Canada once. Someone ordered one piece from all the way to go to Vancouver, and it was just a little dynamite bar, which was worth like 5 cents. Shipped it. That's why I think we got quite competitive shipping costs here in the UK. You're driving nuts. Yeah. It's driving me nuts too, but yeah. I'm kind of doing it as well because I think it's an easy way to add lots. That's the one thing that I will tell you with used bricks. It's an easy way to add lots of different lots. But the biggest pain is sorting out the non-Lego, the Lego. It's a lot of work. This is easily a job I would outsource if I could. But I'm not. I didn't even check what the price was for this. Five-ish, 147 grams. Okay. And I guess it depends on distance in the US, right? Although you being in Texas, that's quite an advantage because you're kind of the same distance. I guess east and west depends where. Yeah, $5. It'd probably be the same for us to ship from the UK, that kind of weight, to the US. But that's not tracked. As soon as it's tracked, prices go through the roof. As soon as it gets tracked, it's like, yeah, it's not worth it. Alright, maybe I should start the 1x4s. Brexit has complicated a lot of things for us, although I think from a UK seller perspective it's not so much. It's more complicated, I think, from a European sellers trying to sell into UK. At least that's from what I've seen so far. But most of my orders are anyway there for the UK market. I would say 99% is UK. Medium blue. Not often get medium blue. Sorting them in color order. Where we're going to add them. Bright orange, white. It's amazing sometimes I find that I got orders shipped internationally. I've had people order from New Zealand. That's literally the furthest place you could get here. It's like 26-hour flight from the UK to New Zealand. You can't fly direct obviously, but it's 26 hours. Parcel got there in quite a small package as well. Got there 2.5 weeks. And again, that was £4.25, like $6. Just shipped to the other side of the world. It was small, but yeah, I still think it's pretty amazing. Right, we're down to these ones, 1x4s. Is this 3710? No, it's 3010. That's the one. 3710 is the flat one. Right, with the mouse. This will be a lot heavier. I guess I haven't got a scale in here. It's in the kitchen. Alright. So it's probably about 1 kilo. You got me curious now. Let me go and find out. I'll find out how much Lego's in this way. Be back in a second. I was a bit too optimistic. It's just over 1/2 kilo, 520 grams in here. But yeah, to be honest, most of my orders, they're quite small in terms of weight. The trigger points are in the UK 100 grams, 250 and 1/2 kilo, I think. Although for international, it kind of varies. Alright, let's get back to this. Black. You know, you ask, we do, right? So you want to know the weight? Here we go, 518 grams it was, including the bag. So it's probably 1/2 kilo of Lego. Brick freedom to see. I use something else, although it's not the best, I will tell you. The reason why it's not the best, but I've not been bothered to change it, and it's Bricklink is the software I use to sync the stores. And the reason why it's not the best is because it hasn't been updated for a while, and it doesn't recognize the color coral. So it doesn't update coral into Brick Owl, which is a pain. Although I don't sell much coral. So I have more pieces in my Bricklink store, which is my main source, than I do have in my Brick Owl store, because my coral stuff doesn't really get added into my Brick Owl store. If that makes sense. Oh, I need to check first if I have these in stock already. These 3010s used. Because if I do, I have to take them out and bring them here. Used. Don't you have a size limit of the package? Yeah, there's a size and weight limit, right? So, but they tend to go hand, and most of the time I've hardly ever had an issue. And if sometimes it does go over or can't fit it in, I might not even always go and ask, saying, look, this costs more to ship, because when it does, it usually means it's a substantial order anyway, the size, and I will just take the extra cost myself, if it's because it might just be like £1 difference. I'm not gonna go and ask for an extra £1 on shipping costs if that's the difference, if it just triggers over it because of my packaging. The one thing I have done though, you can restrict the sizes, and kind of the systems work that out if the brick dimensions are in the system. But yeah, and also what I do is like the weight boundaries. I put the weights down a bit before the next price triggers, because you need to add in your packaging, and sometimes it get caught out because it doesn't fit into the packaging that it needs to fit in, to make sure that it doesn't get too thick. But it's very rarely I get those issues. Okay, we definitely have some of these used already, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. So we haven't got black ones though, so black, we got 4 of them. That was a quick sleep, Choco. 6 to 8 hours have not passed yet. Oh, 0.08. In Sweden they go by weight, but also by size. Yeah, so it's a combination of both here in the UK as well. It's size and weight. but we have a thing called large letter, right? So large letter, this is pretty much the largest letter you can get. So I think this is like the big size, but I've got different sizes, right? Because this one weighs more than this one, for example. And then I've got an even smaller one. I'll show you what I've got. These are my 3 packaging sizes for large letters that I use. These are the 3 standards that I use. This is for very small, slightly bigger, and then I've also got some cardboard ones, which I tend to use more for international. This is a small one. I've got a large version of that. These are all still in the large letter format. Anything that exceeds 2.5 centimeters in thickness then becomes a small parcel with the Royal Mail. So then it's a different thing, and a small parcel can then be much bigger and thicker, and then it's a different rate that applies. But anything that's up to 2.5 centimeters of thickness is considered a large letter. So that's kind of like the limit, and then it's all the weights assigned by those. Online classes. So just changing the Brick Freedom. I'll have a look for it. Brick Freedom, thanks for that. So yeah, interestingly, I've got I placed my last Bricklink order came from Sweden. Did I just add these? I just want to check. What did I just add? Yeah, these ones. Cool. Need to put them in here. I haven't actually opened it yet. I think it's here. Let's have a look. Yeah. Recommend the Brave. So a bit of Swedish for you. It's my last order. I haven't even opened it yet. But it's some parts that kind of go with the castle, missing bits to kind of put together. So that was my last order that I placed on Bricklink last month. Actually, it was February. So yeah, I just don't sell on Bricklink, I buy as well. But I'll definitely check out that Brick Freedom. I've heard about it, but I don't mind Brick Sync. Don't really care, but I know how to use it. It's very easy. It does the job for me. It's just the coral stuff that's missing. On Brick Owl, it's on Bricklink. So if people really want to buy coral, there's not a huge demand for coral. You sound like me, Shoko, when I was doing studies, when I was at university. Sleep during the day, party at night. At least I could party then. 04, okay. Boop, boop, boop. 0.04. How's the battery life on this? I haven't even checked because I'm running on a battery. Oh, I'm still okay. Still got halfway. Cool. Yeah, I saw that. There's not, which in a way, from my perspective, is pretty good. That I'm not going to have any more competition from European sellers into the UK. So it does have its benefits, but you know, just to make it clear, I am not pro-Brexit. Because I'm European, right? I was born in Belgium and I lived in Spain, and I've been here in the UK for so long. But you know, I can see both sides of the argument. I'm not going to start a whole political debate here because this is not what this channel is about. People have chosen for it. You kind of have to deal with it now, right? So it is what it is. I'm not going to change it now. Just have to get on with it, make it work for everybody. This is the moment where you see this is how I originally all did this sort of stuff. My used bricks, kind of by color. Now, because I have some of these bricks 1x4 in bright light orange already, I'm going to take them out of my existing, put them in here, and then update it. So there should be 3 of them in here. Goes back. Update the location. Bricks to enter. Awesome. Well, who knows, right, Choco? It's I don't see YouTube as a career path, to be honest. It'd be nice if it is, but as I said, this isn't my hobby. Who knows? You never know, right? But if it is, it would probably have to be someone, you know, local, or at least in this country. But who knows what it brings, right? I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing now. As I said, my dream is at some point to have a space where I can build a substantial Lego city. And me and my wife, we always look out for new houses. At some point, we haven't got any concrete plans to move house because we're quite happy where we are and it works for us. But if we do move house at some point, my criteria list is going to be to have a room or a loft space where I can actually go in. That's high enough to have a Lego city. I'm just telling you straight. I want a Lego city, and my wife knows that. So she might look for a garden. I don't care about garden, you know. I want room for my Lego. That's my criteria. And I've got the kids on my side on that one, so that it helps. But yeah, I'm very fortunate. My wife's quite supportive of all this Lego. Doesn't mind. Thanks, Bricklink, for joining us. I hope you're well. Hi, Emre. You're doing maths homework. It's Easter break. You don't need to do homework, right? Sounds like good criteria to have. You know, it's what we need to do, right? To be fair, when we bought this house, it was just to have a place to live together and eventually have a family together. So we wanted a garden because we have a dog. So we got a small garden, a bit big enough. And it got 3 bedrooms, but we got 2 boys. Although they share the same bedroom now, but eventually they'll probably need their own bedroom. And then we built this kind of garage conversion into a Lego room because I was doing all the Lego in the living room and driving my wife insane. So yeah, so clearly Lego has become a part of the family life now, let's say. It's part of the hobby. I think my wife secretly enjoys the sorting out. She likes to sort stuff out, so she does like that aspect. But yeah, one day I do want a Lego city. Because sometimes me and my son, I've got my Lego modular buildings in his bedroom on a shelf. I've got a video on my Lego modular buildings. And sometimes we do put them on the floor and, you know, we play around a bit there, but it's not the same when it's on the floor and you have to pick it back up and put it back. So I want something where I can just leave it just out. That's it. Not touching it. Have a city with train tracks and God knows what else. Maybe even venture into the new road plates. Who knows? Be wild, eh? Medium blue. That will sell quick. That's a nice color. I like this medium blue. I wish they did more sets in medium blue. It's a nice, gentle, light color. Got exams, man. Good luck with those. don't miss doing those sort of things, tell you that. Although we appreciate you joining us for the live stream in the chat, but how much are you actually doing homework when you're on YouTube? That would be my question. or are you clearly good at multitasking? Or you're rewarding yourself with a break and watching YouTube for a bit? Is that the theory behind it, Emre? I was in Crawley yesterday in the Sainsbury's, and they had some Ninjago Kymex jets half price clearance. Sorry, there's no anymore there. I bought the last 3. Have a good night, Emre. Hope your exams go well. Got this in orange? No, I don't have this in orange. I thought I did have it. It's bright light orange. What's this color? Yeah, they had all the Star Wars stuff on sale. I didn't buy any, but I bought those Ninjago ones. Have a good evening. Nine hours till the Lego store opens tomorrow. Although I'm not going to be there from the beginning, but I will be there quite early. I'm not a morning person, so getting me out of bed is, I don't know, it's like bringing a dinosaur back to life. It's probably a good analogy. And my kids know that. Oh, here we go. I got these as well. Red. Red is this one, 15. Should have 5 of these already. Got 6 of these in total now. To update that and put this new location. We've been going since like 8:30, even though we had a power cut at some point. We're still doing these damn bricks. It's taken forever. But yeah, I'm so distracted by the chat, and I love it, to be honest. I love having the chat. So, by all means, keep it up. It's, as I said, this is what actually I enjoy the most of doing these sort of live streams is the interactions and stuff. What are you buying tomorrow at the Lego store? Now, I've got no concrete plans to buy anything. If they have Spring Lantern Festival, I want to buy that. Might also see if they have a corner garage, because that's rumored to retire this year, and that's been very difficult to get hold of. I want to see if they have that in store, but I'm predominantly looking what they have on the pick a brick wall, because me and my son want to build some stuff. Apart from that, I'm not really looking for anything, right? Just more curiosity to see what they have in store. I just love going, and also, what promotions have they got? Maybe there's a rumor that there might be some double VIP points as well. Not confirmed. Although it's midnight now, maybe I'll have a check, see if it got updated in a thing. Let's have a look. Anything? Yep, double VIP points. Boom. Just it's on the website. 12th April to the 20th. There you go. So yeah, it's a good time to go. And I want to see if they have any of the stuff. What's it called? What's it called? Any of the gift purchases from the beginning of the year they might be giving away as well. I don't know. We'll find out. 0.07. So yeah, double VIP points for sure now. Confirmed. It's on the website. Let me have a check if there's any cashback deals as well. Yeah, well, ours has not been open since January. Well, since December. So Christmas, it was pretty much adios, done. Yeah, Sweden's been pretty much normal all the time, isn't it? Let's just have a look. Lego, what's the deal with Lego? Yeah, Sweden is quite expensive country in general. I found I've been a couple of times. The whole of the Nordics is an expensive region. In a way, it's kind of surprising, right, for you guys that Sweden is so expensive for Lego since it's manufactured next door in Denmark. But I guess it goes to Czech Republic and then goes back, and I think you got, is it 25% VAT that you have in Sweden? I think it's a higher rate than we have here. In the UK it's 20% VAT. I think the benefit you have in Sweden, right, apart from I guess Stockholm and some of the bigger cities, that it's such a vast country. It's not very dense, the population, so it's more difficult for a virus to spread when it comes to like outside the big cities. But in the big cities, I guess it's a bit of an issue. 4.1. Got this already? No, it's just. %, I thought so. I remember going to Denmark once for work. This is a long time ago. I think 15, 16 years ago. And just let's make it clear. Having a beer in the UK is not cheap as compared to many places in Europe. Beer is expensive in this country. And I'm not a big beer drinker anyway. But I decided, all right, I'm in Copenhagen. Carlsberg is from Denmark. Let's have a beer somewhere in the center of Copenhagen. It was more expensive to have Carlsberg in Denmark than it was in London, and London is expensive. I was surprised. Although nothing is as expensive when it comes to alcohol as Finland. Jesus. But I guess that's, they don't want people to drink in winter because they will get depressed. Because it gets dark so much. Hi Lance. Well, thanks for that. Where are you joining us from? What's the clue number 3? Da, da, da. Do we give it or do we not? Oh, this is not a good brick. I'm not selling this. Let me actually check. When did I give the clues? Alright, I'll give the clue. Clue number 3 was that the set was released this year. Ah, from Blackpool. I've been there once. Blackpool. It's part of the Thomas is part of the giveaway. So my April giveaway is that there's a special video on that. People have to guess what's in this set, and throughout the month of this month, I'm giving 10 clues as to what's in this box. So people have to, in the original video of the April giveaway, put in the set number and their location of what set they think it is. And throughout my videos, I'm giving clues. So far, I've given away 6 clues, but I will give 10 clues all by the end of next week. So this coming week now. Just give you a heads up. Clues 8, 9, and 10 will pretty much give away what the set is. So stay tuned for those, and then people can guess until the end of the month to put in the comment section the set number, and then we will pick a winner from whoever got the right number in there. So that's what people are asking for clues about. So I hope that makes sense. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I'm not paying attention. That's what I'm doing. Ninjago City Garden. Yeah, I don't think we have that sort of profile yet, Thomas, from a YouTube perspective, that we can start giving away sets that are £275. I'd love to be able to give that sort of stuff away, right? I'm not Mr. Beast, so alright, so I've done those. Now it's up to do white. Hopefully one day. Boo, boo, boo. So do you buy, Thomas, Lego from outside Sweden then, if it's so expensive in Sweden? Or is that, do the shipping charges your kit and make it not worthwhile for you to buy outside Sweden? 4.08. Used. Must be quite late in Sweden now. I guess it's 1 hour ahead. It must be 1 AM. Is it 2 hours ahead? Oh, I think. Can I do all these? What are these? 3622s. I think that's the number. Sad when you know the number by heart. Is it 3622 or 3623? 3622. Black, blue, lime, orange, red, white, yellow. That order. Yeah, it's about 30 seconds, I would say. It seems about that. Not sure why. Earlier I had a power cut, which was mostly annoying whilst I was doing the stream. I literally just said, look, I need to have a break for 2 minutes, go and say goodnight to my wife. As we were upstairs, the light just went toot toot, and clearly my router reset. And this was not just our house, it was the whole street that did it, because all the dogs in the street started barking. I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And then I was like, oh no, my live stream must have gone. So I had to start up this new live stream whilst in the middle of doing the other one. Some from German Amazon. Yeah, so if you follow my Lego Friday deals videos, you know I often talk about Amazon deals outside of the UK that are worthwhile buying, and yeah, it seems to work, you know, quite well. Right, we're doing 3622. I think I might call it a day after I've done these ones. I will probably do these offline at some point tomorrow, but we'll definitely be back with more videos this week. But let me just still do that. So I've probably got another 5-10 minutes. So if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask, probably now is the time. Keeping my eye on the chat as always. But I must say this has been one of the more enjoyable live streams from my perspective, because it's been quite interactive. And you know, earlier we had someone here called Daniel from the Czech Republic online who seems to work inside the Lego factory, which is quite a nice surprise. Having people who work for Lego also watching this channel. Didn't expect that to happen. Ah, VAT registered. So do you buy and sell lots of Lego then? In the UK, you don't need to be VAT registered unless you start doing turnover of over £85,000. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Oh, point. Move those out because I need to. I've already got those. One. Boom, boom, boom. Bricks 2. Blue on. Buying a lot right now, selling nothing. I must say, beginning of April was very quiet for me. Selling, I'm not really selling sets at the moment. They're all in storage. I've got a few listed on Amazon, but nothing is selling at the moment because I'm not being the cheapest, and I'm just waiting for the pricing to hit what I needed to hit. And I've got tons of sets that are not retired, so I don't want to sell those until they're retired. And as I mentioned earlier, my storage unit is a bit of just boxes on boxes on boxes, so having to find something would be very difficult. So that's the main reason I'm not listing my sets. So I'm just focusing on my Bricklink store, which is easy to access and pick, right? But once I've sorted out my storage unit, which will be in the next month or two, probably, I will then be able to start focusing on that, because I think it's more in terms of running up to, you know, the winter period where people are going to be buying sets in the run up to Christmas. But yeah, I bought lots of Lego the last year. I definitely spent more money on Lego than I got out of it so far. But as I said, this is kind of seen as a long-term thing, but also as a way of funding my hobby. Boom, boom, boom. I'm getting lots of alerts from Lego here in the UK on my phone. I guess all the stores are reopening. They probably do lots of deals right now, right? So we've hit the midnight. Boom, 0.04. Lime. Now, lime is a color that hardly ever sells. Not sure if you find that. Some of these colors, at least here in the UK, some colors just, like all the stuff from Lego Friends, hardly ever sells. All the bright colors. Or it does take a long time to sell. And it's not like I've got my prices high. I've got them at 6 months average. Thanks, Thomas. Have a good evening. We will be logging off probably in about 5-10 minutes as well. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for the chat. It's much appreciated. And look forward to seeing you again soon. But yeah, I'm just going to finish off these ones. So if anyone still on here has any questions, feel free to ask them. I should have 3 in here. Yep. When would my next stream be? I don't know yet, to be honest. I will put up a few hours before I'm due to go live anyway. I haven't got any plans. I've got some videos that I want to make, but they will be offline ones. But maybe I'll see how it goes. Maybe Tuesday night. Tuesday night is probably a good shout, which should be your Wednesday morning, right? So, because Tuesday, my wife and kids are going to stay at my mother-in-law's, who is part of our bubble. So I'll be home alone. So yeah, I'll probably come online then. So yeah, it's not for sure yet, but Tuesday seems like a good bet for me to be online. That's probably the next live stream. And hopefully I'll get to show some stuff from maybe it might be a Lego haul, maybe I'll do some more of this sort of stuff. But it'll definitely be another. I will definitely give an update on how the visit to the Lego store was. I can't promise you any footage, but I will see how it goes. We'll see what they have in there. White bricks, in okay condition. Alright. So you can see the smaller bricks take definitely a lot less space in the bag than the bigger bricks. But I still got to add all the 1x1s and the 1x2s. So from a picking perspective, I do not want to add all these. It's got 5 numbers, Choco. 5 numbers. So white. You just have to be patient. You will guess it. I'm pretty sure you will. Boom, 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 boom. And this is the last brick that I'm going to enter for today, because it is nearly midnight here. Just so that's the last brick that are going in for today. So taking all this time for only all this. This is why I hate dealing with used Lego, but it had to be done anyway, right? So at least you guys made it more enjoyable today. So we'll continue that probably at some other point. I might just finish off these bricks tomorrow off stream, but maybe I'll be back at some point to doing the plates for another stream. But yeah, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed it, even with the power cuts. We apologize for that. We'll see you again soon for another stream. But yeah, thanks for all your support, and we'll